Whether you're gearing up for a mission or pushing through a survival situation, your gear becomes more than just equipment. It's your lifeline. The truth is, tactical gear isn't made to be comfortable or flashy. It's built tough, built to last, and built to pull you through when things get rough. So today, we're looking into 20 incredible tactical military gear and gadgets that are definitely worth knowing about, and these tools that could actually help you out when it counts. And hey, if anything catches your eye, we've dropped updated prices and purchase links in the description to make life easier. So let's begin. First up is the Condor MCR6 chest rig, and this one's all about giving you solid tactical functionality on a budget. It's lightweight, simple, and comes loaded with 6 open-top M4 mag pouches using a bungee retention system, so reloads are fast and easy when you're moving. What makes this rig stand out is the Swivey Lockster release buckles. They let you snap the whole thing on or off instantly, which is a big deal when speed matters. The build itself is solid for the price. Made from 1000 denier nylon with heavy webbing, it spreads the weight across padded crossback straps so it doesn't feel like everything's digging into your shoulders. There's also a 7x11-inch map pocket and even a hidden mesh pocket for small essentials. And with waist adjustment, it fits a wide range of users. Now, it's worth pointing out, it's not going to match the feel of higher-end rigs. The manufacturing is overseas, the stitching isn't on the same level as premium gear, and with only 6 mag slots, it might not be the best fit for extended missions. Still, at under $50, the Condor MCR6 gives you a professional-style rig at a budget price, and it's great for training days or anyone putting together multiple kit options. Next on the list is the Gerber Downrange Tomahawk, and this isn't your average axe. It's built specifically as a breaching tool. Gerber designed it with a triple-purpose setup. Up front, you get a beveled edge axe head for chopping through barriers like drywall or wood. Flip it over, and there's a hammer side that's meant for busting hinges or locks. And at the very bottom, the handle ends in a big, sturdy pry bar. One detail worth noting is that the blade doesn't come razor sharp out of the box, and that's intentional. During breaching, you don't want the axe biting too deep or getting stuck. It's about controlled power, not fine slicing. The whole tool is made from 420HC steel with a Cerakote finish, and the G10 handle scales give you a secure grip even with gloves. At just under 20 inches overall length and weighing under 2 pounds, it's hefty enough to be effective but not too heavy to carry. Now, the price can feel steep, usually under $200, and if you want it for regular survival tasks like chopping firewood, you'll likely need to sharpen it up. But when it comes to real-world breaching, professionals trust it because it's designed for the job, not just for looks. Moving over to knives, the Microtech Combat Troodon is one that pretty much set the standard for large out-the-front automatics. The name comes from the Greek word for wounding tooth, and yeah, it's a tough one. The blade is about 3.8 inches long, with the whole knife measuring around 9.5 inches overall. Despite the size, it only weighs 5.3 ounces, thanks to some very refined engineering. Now, the handle is machined from 6061T, 6 aluminum with deep texturing, so it feels secure in hand and sits comfortably during use. Inside, Microtech uses proprietary tri-wing hardware, and the deployment is incredibly smooth. Double action, so it opens and closes with the same switch. The blade steels they use are top tier too, like Carpenter CTS204P or M390. What people love most is the balance between its substantial feel and its precision mechanics. It's large enough to give confidence in hand, yet still slim and easy to carry for what it is. Of course, the price is significant, usually starting in the $450 to $500 range. Plus, for some, the size alone is more than they'd ever need. Still, this knife earned its reputation. It even showed up in John Wick 2, which only boosted its fame. Among serious collectors and professionals, it remains the benchmark for large tactical knives. Let's talk about a sling that's become almost iconic, the Blue Force Gear Vickers sling. This one was developed with Larry Vickers, a former Delta Force operator, and it shows. The big feature here is the quick adjuster tab. You just pull it, and instantly the sling goes from a comfortable carry length to a tight, ready-to-shoot position. Simple, but extremely effective. The sling is made from solution-dyed Cordura webbing with glass-reinforced SATL hardware, so it's tough and built for long-term use. It adjusts from about 54 inches up to 64 inches, meaning it works with different body types and gear setups. For those who like a bit more comfort, there are padded versions too. It's been tested hard in the real world. Over 1.5 million of these are in use across US military branches, which says a lot about reliability. People love how quickly it adjusts, how durable it feels, and the fact that it's made in America with a lifetime guarantee. That said, there are things to mention. The price isn't the cheapest, sometimes the webbing twists under heavy use, and a few Marines prefer alternatives like the Viking Tactics sling. Plus, certain camo versions have shown small finishing issues on the edges. But overall, this sling changed how rifles are carried. It set the standard for quick-adjust slings, and it's trusted by professionals everywhere. Next up is the Mystery Ranch SATL Assault Pack, and this one has serious credentials. It's been standard issue for SOCOM forces since 2006. We're talking about a 60-liter pack purpose-built for military operations. The highlight is the Futura yoke system, which lets you adjust the frame to match your torso length perfectly. Add in the BVS, or bolstered ventilation system, so it sits comfortably over body armor. And you can see why it's trusted in the field. It's made from 500 denier Cordura, with both water-repellent and polyurethane coatings, and inside there's an HDPE frame sheet with fiberglass stays for strength. At around 6.5 pounds empty, it's not the lightest, but it balances rigidity and flexibility very well. The design includes a removable lid that doubles as a day pack, a top-loading shroud for easy access, and compartments tailored for radios and rifles. Now, there are things worth mentioning. The size can feel like too much if you just want a day pack. The price is also on the premium side, and the complexity of adjustment might be overwhelming for casual users. But when it comes to serious load bearing, this pack is on another level. It's built for combat, proven over more than a decade, and includes features you simply won't find on civilian models. For heavy-duty military use, it's about as reliable as they come. Have a look at the SOG Escape 2. It is one of those knives made with emergencies in mind, not just everyday cutting tasks. The main blade is a 3.4-inch clip point made from AUS-8 steel. But what makes it different is the built-in rescue tools. There's a seatbelt and line cutter, a glass breaker, and even a small wire stripper, all tucked into a lightweight package. This updated 2.0 version added some real improvements too. You get assisted opening for quicker deployment, tip-up carry instead of tip-down, and a handle that combines aluminum scales with a grippy GRN inlay. There's also a partial serrated edge, which helps when cutting through tough material. It's a solid little tool for first responders or anyone who wants emergency capability in their pocket. People appreciate the sharp edge right out of the box, the affordable price, and the fact that the rescue features actually work in real-world scenarios. Well, the seatbelt cutter can be tricky in some situations, and the overall build reflects its budget-friendly design. But that's also the point. It's an affordable way to have emergency tools on hand. For rescue, vehicle carry, or just added preparedness, the Escape 2 makes sense as a practical, life-focused knife. Now we've got the Cyansky K3V 2.0, a tactical flashlight designed for long-distance performance. This thing pushes 2,000 lumens with a beam that can reach out to about 700 meters. The secret is the luminous SFT40 LED paired with a deep polished reflector, giving it a very tight, focused beam that's great for spotting at range. What makes it impressive is the size-to-performance ratio. With just a 40mm head, it still puts out over 124,000 candela, yet remains compact enough for practical use. It runs on a rechargeable 21,700 battery that charges via USB-C, and the package comes complete with a holster, cable, and spare parts. Build-wise, it's rugged. IP68 waterproofing to 2 meters, drop resistance also to 2 meters, and it works in temperatures from -30 up to 50 degrees Celsius. They even added zirconium beads for glass breaking. Now, a couple of things to mention. There's no instant shortcut to turbo or strobe, and it doesn't include a tactical ring that some users prefer for grip. The K3 V2.0 balances serious throw distance with practical features, and for professionals or anyone needing reliable long-range light, it's definitely worth considering. Here's a very different kind of chest rig, the Spiritus Systems 34 Alpha. Unlike traditional rigs, this is more of a foundation that you build on. The split chassis design gives you 2 panels that connect in front with sliding Fastex buckles, so you can open or close it one-handed and make small adjustments on the fly. Each panel has 6 columns of moly made from squadron laminate, plus elastic inserts inside to fit everything from pistol mags to full 7.62 rifle mags. The whole idea is flexibility. You set it up how you want, with Spiritus pouches or compatible accessories, and then quickly swap layouts depending on the mission. Users love the modularity, the slim profile that doesn't bulk up under other gear, and the fact that it's future-proof in terms of customization. But there's a catch. The price for just the 2 panels is about $150. Straps are sold separately, and once you add everything together, it can get expensive. Some also find the fat straps uncomfortable when carrying weight, and the rigid panels can make threading gear more of a chore. Still, if you want a truly modular load-bearing setup, this one's ahead of the curve. Instead of being stuck with one design, you adapt it to your needs, though it does mean spending more to get it fully equipped. Now, the Thyrm CellVault 18 might look like a simple storage tube, but it's actually a purpose-built solution for today's rechargeable batteries, specifically the 1865 and 1835 sizes that many tactical flashlights rely on. The idea here is keeping those expensive batteries safe, dry, and ready to go. It's waterproof to an IPX7 rating, which means it can handle being submerged 2 meters deep for over half an hour. The design uses a double-layer shell with a silicone foam insert to absorb shocks, plus side windows so you can check the battery status without opening it. For carrying, it attaches securely to molly gear with a folding metal latch. Plus, it's built in the USA, and people like how tough it feels, how reliable the waterproofing is. That said, you're only carrying one 1865-0 or 2 1835-0 batteries, and at about $25, some argue it's pricey for the capacity. But when you consider the cost of good batteries and how critical they are for gear like lights and optics, the protection makes sense. For military, law enforcement, or anyone relying on rechargeable power in the field, the CellVault 18 gives peace of mind in a compact package. Let's take a look at the Blackhawk Stache, or IWB holster, which is designed to be more than just another inside-the-waistband option. Instead of Kydex, Blackhawk went with an injection-molded polymer that's stronger and shaped for comfort, avoiding the sharp edges or pressure points you sometimes get with traditional holsters. The big appeal here is modularity. The system can be set up for appendix or strong side carry, right or left-handed, with adjustable cant and ride height. The retention is passive but adjustable, and it's compatible with most pistols that have red dot sights. Even the base kit includes a concealment claw and a magazine carrier, which is a nice addition. Users really like the comfort factor. It rides low without digging in. It holds securely but still draws smoothly, and it feels more refined than many Kydex builds. Now, it's worth noting that once you start adding accessories, the cost adds up quickly. The screws also need to be checked occasionally. Still, what makes the Stache stand out is that you don't need multiple holsters for different carry setups. You adapt this one system to your needs, making it a practical, space-saving choice for concealed carriers. Next, we've got the Tulster Arc, and this holster is a little different from the usual ones out there. Most holsters grab onto your gun's frame or slide, but the Arc uses something called a light retention device. Basically, instead of holding the gun itself, it locks onto your weapon light. That way, you still get that solid click feel when you holster it, and the best part is, it works across multiple guns. So whether you're running a Glock 17 or 19, or even a Shadow Systems pistol, the same holster fits as long as you've got the light mounted. It's built from some of the thickest Kydex Tulster has ever used. Think around 1/10 of an inch thick. The edges are polished smooth, so it's comfortable against your body, and the cutaway design even lets you hit the mag release without drawing your gun. Plus, it's set up for inside the waistband carry, so it's easy to keep concealed. Now, here's the catch. This holster is a bit chunky. Some people even say they've had to go up a pant size just to carry it comfortably, especially if they've got a smaller frame or want deep concealment. But if you already run a weapon light and want one holster that's secure, adaptable, and works across multiple platforms, the Arc makes a really strong case. Next up is the Thyrm DarkVault 2. And calling it just a phone case feels like underselling it by a mile. It's designed for harsh, tactical environments where dust, rain, mud, and chaos are everyday factors. The whole idea behind the DarkVault is to keep your phone protected and usable without having to constantly pull it in and out of the case. It's built with a waterproof, dustproof gasket and a spring-loaded clamp that secures the phone in place so it stays locked down no matter what you're doing. On top of that, it's fully compatible with MOLLE or PALS attachment systems, meaning you can mount it to a chest rig, plate carrier, or pack. Thyrm actually makes it in two sizes, one for standard 6.1-inch phones and another for larger 6.7-inch models, so most modern smartphones are covered. You can run navigation apps, ballistic calculators, or even mesh communication setups without ever exposing your phone to the elements. There's also a blocking version that reduces electromagnetic signals. A big plus if operational security is part of your world. The only real downside here is the price. It's not really aimed at casual users who just want drop protection. But if you operate in demanding environments and need your phone both safe and field ready, the DarkVault 2 is one of the most rugged solutions out there. Remember when CRKT dropped the original Provoke Karambit and it instantly went viral? Well, imagine that same wild tech, but in axe form. That's exactly what the CRKT Provoke X delivers. It takes the same folding morphing mechanism of the Karambit and scales it up to a tactical axe. First off, it looks awesome. No question there. But let's be honest, it's not exactly something you'd want to toss in your everyday carry for grocery runs. Think of it more as a tool for situations where speed and compactness matter. What makes it cool is the dual functionality. You get an axe for chopping or striking, plus a spike for piercing tasks. And it's way easier to manage than a full-size hatchet. At about 13 ounces, it's got a satisfying weight, enough to feel solid but not bulky. Closed, it's sleek, roughly the size of a small flashlight, so it won't take up much room in your bag. Opening it is fun thanks to the kinematic mechanism, and once deployed, the deadbolt lock keeps it secure. The blade is made from titanium nitride-coated D2 steel, which is tough and corrosion-resistant. The spike folds neatly into the handle and locks automatically, and the whole thing closes smoothly. The handle is stainless steel with glass-reinforced overlays, giving a solid grip whether you're in the field or at home. If you're into innovative tools that deploy faster than most knives, the Provoke X is in a class of its own. Now, here's something you rarely see outside law enforcement circles: the RTS Rapid Deploy Mini Shield. Basically, it's a ballistic shield, but way more mobile than the giant door-sized ones you might imagine. It offers level 3+ rifle protection, so it can stop rounds like 5.56 green tip and even 7.62 NATO. And you've got options depending on your needs: small at 11 pounds, medium at just under 17, and large at 23.3. It's all about giving you protection without weighing you down, letting you move fast in spaces where a full-size shield would be a burden. The deployment system is quick and intuitive, and the handles plus strap setup let you carry it multiple ways. RTS even provides free replacement if it gets damaged in use. But unless you're in law enforcement or security, it might feel overkill. Even the lightest size can wear you out if you carry it for long stretches. But if your priority is rifle-rated protection with mobility, this shield is tough to beat. It's essentially the compact but lethal option in the world of ballistic shields. If you've ever wished your rifle had its own brain, the Vortex Impact 4000 is as close as it gets. This isn't just a laser rangefinder. It's a full ballistic computer that mounts right on your rail. It can range up to 4,000 yards on reflective targets, about 1,500 yards on deer-sized targets, and it's accurate to within half a yard at 100 yards. Sensors track incline, direction, and weather to fine-tune ballistic calculations, and it syncs with the GeoBallistics app, perfect for spots where your phone can't go. We love that it brings advanced tech to more shooters at a fraction of military-level costs. A Bluetooth remote lets you operate it without shifting your position, which is handy for long-range setups. The trade-offs? It weighs about a pound, which can change how your rifle handles, and the menus take a little getting used to. But for serious long-range shooters, the Impact 4000 acts like a personal spotter on your gun, helping you make smarter, faster shots. Check out this OPS Core Railink. Well, it's not just a helmet rail, it's basically a central hub for all your head-mounted gadgets. Night vision, comms, and lights, all of them run off a single battery system. It's designed for OPS Core FAST helmets, helping cut down on tangled wires and multiple battery packs. If you've ever gone through a setup where wires were everywhere, you know how huge a win this is. The system feels future-proof too, as OPS Core keeps expanding compatible add-ons. Now, the starting price is somewhere around $2,500, so yeah, it's an investment. You'll probably want a pro to install it, and the ecosystem's still growing, so not everything you might want is available yet. Still, for operators who live in their helmets and need everything powered and connected, Railink is pretty much the high-tech setup. The 5.11 AMP-12 is a 25-liter pack that's versatile enough for everyday carry. Its standout feature is the HEX GRID system, which basically lets you attach gear in more patterns than standard MOLLE. Comfort is baked in with a thermoformed back panel that hugs your body well. The clamshell compartments make gear easy to reach, and there's even a dedicated pocket for concealed carry. The pack uses a mix of 500D and 1050D nylon, so it's tough enough to take abuse without feeling like a brick. On the outside, you've got a removable HEX GRID panel, which is great if you like to customize your loadout or swap setups for different situations. Of course, like most 5.11 gear, it doesn't come cheap. And at 25 liters, it's perfect for daily use or short trips. But if you're planning a multi-day adventure, you might find yourself running out of space. Still, if you want a tough compact pack with modular options that can flex from EDC to range day, the AMP-12's got it figured out. The Extrema Ratio MH Stealth isn't just another tactical folder. It's built with input from Germany's KSK Special Forces. Yeah, basically, this is an Italian knife. This one's made from Bowler N690 steel, with a smooth burnished finish and the KSK logo etched right in. The 86mm blade has serrations near the base, which is perfect for cutting through rope or stubborn webbing. It only weighs 106 grams, and the rear ring works as a glass breaker, while the handle even has a built-in belt cutter. And it lets you carry it either ready to go like a fixed blade or folded like a regular pocket knife. But yeah, the price is premium, plus the smaller size might feel cramped in large hands. And some of the more specialized features might just sit unused in day-to-day life. Still, if you want a folding knife with a serious military pedigree and practical rescue features, the MH Stealth is as legit as they come. The Fenix TK16. Vi 2.0 is basically a flashlight on steroids, but still compact enough to toss in a bag without feeling like a brick. The new luminous SST70 LED cranks out up to 3,100 lumens, lighting up to 380 meters, which is wild for something this size. Whether you're navigating dark trails, checking a perimeter, or just need a serious light in a pinch, this thing doesn't mess around. The build is rock solid too. Aerospace-grade aluminum makes it tough enough to survive drops, bumps, or whatever rough handling you throw at it. On the back, you've got two tail switches, one for simple on-off, and the other for switching modes or hitting the strobe instantly. And if you ever need to break glass, the tungsten steel bezel at the front has you covered. Battery-wise, Fenix went all out with a 5,000 mAh rechargeable pack that charges via USB-C, so downtime is minimal. The flashlight is also IP68 rated, meaning it can handle heavy rain, puddles, or even a quick dunk in a river without giving up. On the turbo mode, it gets seriously hot, but it automatically throttles down brightness to protect itself. In short, if you want a flashlight that's fast, bright, and tough enough to take abuse, the TK16V 2.0 is hard to beat. Finally, have a look at the Nextorch Pioneer MT20. It's designed for first responders and anyone serious about emergency readiness. So, basically, it's a 14-in-1 tool built for rescue situations rather than weekend camping. Its standout features include full-size spring-loaded rescue shears, replaceable wire cutters, a plastic handcuff cutter, an oxygen cylinder wrench, and a strap cutter. Of course, it still has the basics: pliers, knives, and other standard tools. But everything here is optimized for quick, high-stress scenarios. The MT20 is crafted from 20 CR13 and 30 CR13 steel with a stone-washed finish, giving it durability without sharp edges that dig into your hand. We love how practical it is in real-world rescue work. The shears handle serious cutting tasks without tiring your hand, and replaceable parts mean you're not tossing the whole tool when one piece wears out. Yes, it's bulkier than a typical pocket multi-tool, and you'll definitely notice the weight if you carry it casually, but that trade-off is worth it when you consider what it's designed to do. For law enforcement, EMS, or anyone looking for a multi-tool that can actually handle emergencies, the Pioneer MT20 hits the sweet spot between versatility and purpose-built toughness. So, that was our list of 20 incredible tactical military gear and gadgets you should have. Let us know your favorite pick in the comments section, as we'd love to hear from you. And as for everything else, don't forget to like, comment, and share, and hit the bell icon if you want more content like this on your feed.